Science on Screen is a grant that it became available to theaters who participate in Art House Convergence, which is a conference of art house theaters that started off right before Sundance Film Festival. It started, a few small theaters got together, and it just grew, and it's sponsored by the Sundance Institute. So the week before Sundance Film Festival, there's a gathering of about 300 art house theaters in the United States get together, and they just share ideas and share information. And there's an incredible wealth of information there. And one of the things made available to them was this Science on Screen grant, and it's sponsored by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation, which is a science and technology foundation, and they've really increased efforts to make science accessible for people. And they thought, why not? What better language can you have that's a universal language than film? So the idea started at the Coolidge Corner Theater in Boston, and the idea was to pair kind of quirky, unexpected film with a science or technology expert, and they've done all kinds of things. They've done 8 Mile with Eminem and how the mind works when hip hop and rap are firing and freestyling is going on, what neurons are firing in the brain. So it just became this great program, and they expanded it and offered it to 20 theaters, and to be eligible you have to attend Art House Convergence. So we became eligible and applied last year, and we received the grant. Normally it's pretty straightforward, where we do a screening, short presentation, Q&A. With Small Beautifully Moving Parts, we had the opportunity to show a film that was with a local filmmaker, Annie J. Howell, who's over in the School of Film. And we wanted to, have a kind of different thing, because we wanted her to be able to add a different dynamic, but we still wanted to get a science technology expert. We found Molly Wright Stevenson, and she's at the University of Wisconsin, and she kind of talks about humans and people and their relationship to their gadgets.
The film is about a woman named Sarah Sparks who is obsessed with technology. She's pregnant, and on the eve of her becoming a parent, she is trying to find her own mother, from whom she's estranged. So as she's about to have a big change in her life, she's trying to figure out kind of how things went down when she was a child. Her mother happens to be off the grid, so as she's obsessed with these tech gadgets in her own life, her mother has taken a different path, and so we're kind of looking at the way in which technology has affected relationships and everyday living. It's fun to be able to have the director there after the screening to talk about how the film was made, some of the themes and ideas that are in the film. And because we were awarded the Sloan Foundation feature prize at the Hamptons Film Festival in 2011, we were then included in this Science on Screen series. So that award was for an interesting depiction of science and technology on screen.
I think it's important because it does offer a place for the community and the students to come together and have a shared experience at the theater. And it also gives them an opportunity to interact with the scientists. If you're watching a special on the Discovery Channel and you don't have a chance to ask a question, where here you have a person and they're accessible and you can talk to them and really make it your experience as well as coming. And I think that participation level is really exciting for people. The idea is to get some more students in here, get more OU people in here, but also it's not just to get science majors in the theater. It's also, the goal is to make it accessible for everyone. So someone, a community member who had no interest or a background in science or technology could come and learn something about it. So it's really meant for everyone.
The film is really about facing the unknown. And of course, college students have a huge challenge with that regard as they prepare to enter the world as a professional and as an adult. Away from their homes and families. So and for Sarah Sparks, that's really about facing a new chapter of her life, which is parenthood. And if you add all of that up in the context of sort of this digital technological landscape and how that's really affecting those big life changes, I think it's a good fit for most people who are on the precipice of something.
We've got great response from the audience, and I think part the part that really shows the success of the program is the Q&A, which we've specifically worked with our program to make sure that there's a generous amount of time for Q&A, and we still have to stop it short each time because there's just, people are so engaged and so interested. I also think it's a good thing to come to because it's just, if you love film or you love science, it really unites them in a unique way.